Welcome everyone, we are the Grin brothers and we're continuing our playthrough of Little Nightmares 2. I was about to say Monster Hunter.
That was it.
That was all you had to do.
Which, I knew I had to get that lid down. I just didn't realise you could push the bin backwards.
Maybe move that rock?
You can't move the rock, I tried.
Maybe you're not supposed to jump up there, maybe you're supposed to jump onto... yeah.
Nope. No, don't.
You were the clever one! Do the clever thing that I can't do! Yeah, a one of those like AI-controlled games where your AI companion figures out all the puzzles before you do.
Oh, there we go. It was just a very... She didn't have any issues with it.
You were just holding your hand to make sure that it wasn't a trap. Because they stop you from holding your hand when it's a trap. Oh, what's that?
A hat, I think.
And a glitch right next to it.
Oh, no. Oh, is that a reference to it?
It could be.
With the... Because we're in a rainy area, which is, you know, similar to...
People reference it without ever wanting to delve into the true details of it.
Yeah, no one wants to reference the book. Oh.
Oh, a raincoat. Yeah, so it is 6
It
then.
is 6.
Very convenient. She found the exact same kind of raincoat.
Might be her raincoat.
You chose to live here? Sounds like it sucks.
Well, you can still hold hands, so that's... Kind of felt like the design was cuter without the raincoat.
I think the yellow raincoat design is far more iconic, though.
Oh!
It also helps that... I gotta admit, one problem with this game I'm feeling, your main character doesn't pop out of the environment.
No.
It's so hard to see him at times.
I look like a grimy...
Whereas, like, the thing is, you could always tell where 6 was, except here for it's only so dark that even the yellow went dark. Yeah, I kind of feel like Little Nightmares 1 worked better in terms of knowing where you are, because her design pops. It feels like your character needed something to help him actually stand out.
Oh, now you're... Okay, I did try to do that earlier. No weird TV shenanigans?
No TV warping. That still hasn't been explained.
No.
Let's see. Do you have anything to talk about? I think I've pretty much got like one subject left, but...
I do, but my brain does not want to play along. What have I been doing? I've played Pokemon. I could speak about One Punch.
Even more One Punch stuff?
Metal Bat and Garu fighting a giant centipede.
Was that in the original?
No.
Okay.
It's been added. A lot of people don't like it, personally. I just think...
because it's delaying the Garu vs. Saitama situation.
Because
Saitama's appeared in the scene.
Yeah. Some people think it feels like filler. A lot of people think it's just changing Garu's character too much. Personally, I prefer his development because it feels...
Do you think it's going to tie in more with how it actually ends with Garu sort of thing? Because like the Garu's ending doesn't match up at all with his previous characterization.
Because he feels more heroic in this. It makes sense.
Well, before it's never that he didn't feel heroic. It's just like he chose to help out the bad guys because they were the ones who were...
Well, he wasn't even really helping them because he beat them up.
Yeah, but like in the original, it was like he chose to side, not side with the heroes because...
That is a wheelchair
They were the ones who were in the advantage situation all the time.
Yeah. And I think there's...
And he had kind of a point to it, because the heroes aren't very... they eventually do get on. The heroes aren't very heroic.
No. Although, the bit that's made this interesting is, as someone pointed out, Metalbat kind of... Okay, thank you, 6.
Again, I can't even see the fact that your character fell there just then.
Metalbat, who he's...
Man, some people just can't sleep unless they get their bed in their right position.
This one looks like a fun one to sleep in. Alright, look, just because you got your coat doesn't mean you can run off ahead and do everything without me.
Spider 6! Spider 6! Keep swinging together,
Like,
6 once!
You're not the main character anymore, girl. God, I wish I had that kind of depth perception when I played Little Nightmares.
I'm the main character now!
Yeah, like... So, basically, Metalbat and Garou have ended up teaming up.
Mm.
And some people said it felt a bit too comical because they were bickering. Because they're basically acting like typical shonen rivals, which I love.
Doesn't Garou completely outclass Metalbat? No offense to Metalbat, he's a cool character, but...
Yeah, no, in this, they literally point it out in the fight as well against Centipede. Centipede, like, is basically saying, really?
Okay, I never heard the scream last time.
It was basically like, Garou is an issue. The dude with the stick isn't actually hurting me at the moment. But Sage Centipede gets the upper hand because he grabs the escape helicopter, which has the children hostages that have managed to escape.
And that's what's going to happen when Centipede, drops crushes the helicopter. Children are going to fall out.
And the A-class heroes, like the surface team, that was a weird graphic glitch from the TV.
Yep.
So he gets some free hits on Metalbat and Garou, but the A-team managed to distract the Centipede with it, giving Garou enough time to jump up and start fighting back. And then that gives enough time for Metalbat to go into fighting spirit mode and tear off some of Centipede's arms. Oh, now it's a puzzle you suddenly decide you don't want to do anything. Turns out 6
Oh no, thinking too much. I'm here for the violence.
She's just kind of not very smart.
She's the barbarian character.
So they start fighting together, kind of. They're basically just both attacking Sage Centipede at the same time. They get the helicopter out to safety. And,
You're like 2 grams each.
Oh. Killed us both. I thought I was going to have to jump onto the rope. Really?
And that's what will happen if you don't help me solve this puzzle.
So, the helicopter gets put to safety, and Metalbat and Garou are like, yeah, so the Centipede just recovers any damage we do, so we need to break its whole body at once. And Garou's like, okay, Metalbat, what's your plan then, hero? Metalbat goes, we'll just run across its whole body and hit everything. And Garou goes, well, I expected about as much from you, but it'll do the job. So the two of them just start running alongside Centipede and smashing it. And Metalbat actually manages to crack the body, which is an impressive feat. I expected something from it as well. I'm sure we'll get there soon. I cannot see anything. Oh my god, we get a tiny flashlight. Oh, look how small it is. Okay.
Someone had a funny little meme image of that, of like flashlights in horror game. Flashlights you can buy for like £2 at a store sort of thing. It's like illuminating everything.
That is...
It's true, like,
one of the
flashlights are a
nightmare
lot
eyes.
stronger than you'd expect.
The eye theming is definitely back.
The eye theming also keeps reminding me of a series of unfortunate events. Because that's what the, villains organization, like, Olaf's got a tattoo of an eye on his ankle.
So what the hell do we do?
I like how, it's really funny. If you put that light in Six's direction, she actually shields her eye.
Oh, I can hold her hand and use the light.
Mm. But if you flash the light in her eye, she actually,
Yeah, you would as well.
I know, but it's like attention to detail sort of thing.
I also can, like, barely control this thing.
Like, something I didn't think much about is that someone's point out in, like, Sonic Forces to show just, problems with it. Sonic has no idle animation.
Oh.
No matter how long you leave Sonic, he doesn't move.
Oh, I don't need to hold the hold button for this either. I
expected light to be, because it's a very common thing, light to be a thing in at least one level. I actually expected it at first to be the other level. But, whoa, that looks like a person there. Oh, it's glitch.
Yeah, like, considering how much power it took to crack the weaker centipede, it's very impressive Metal Bat did any damage.
Given he's just a guy with a bat.
Yeah, the fact that his bat hasn't broken yet either. But the, they basically point out that Metal Bat is nowhere near as strong as Gary, even with his fighting spirit. But by then, like, it's very typical shonen rivalries, so it's very gay. It basically says that by them fighting kind of together, even if they didn't intend to do so, they managed to pull off a combo attack. And also, they were making each other incredibly stronger than what they normally are capable of.
Ah, yes, the typical sort of shonen characters of we're not gay sort of thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like Hajime no Sendo, he's the only man who can make me feel this excited.
So, like, Metal Bat's power...
what's this for me? Oh, yeah, the time the guy I fell for in a ring. Why is there that pause there, Sendo?
Metal Bat's power jumped up dramatically because he was with Garu.
When I think about this fight, I just get hard.
And it's like, that's... Yeah. But it's just a rivalry, guys. And in the brief time where Centipede's distracted by the fact that part of his body just got smashed in, he gets part of his body torn out by Garu, which is the part of the body that allows him to regenerate. And Garu just yeets it into space. Whilst Metal Bat is like, cool, situation's under control, I'm taking a nap, and just collapses. So I clearly have to... Can I can't.
Is it in this room that the thing is? Because you got.
I assume I used a soda machine. Drink vending.
So you want a Fanta here or a 7-Up? I think that's a Dr. Pepper at the other end.
Six probably drinks Dr. Pepper. She's kind of insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
also, it's funny that's the most normal looking stuff we've seen in terms of like consumable.
Oh wait,
like all the food, for instance, is like usually like mutilated animals.
There we go.
But see, an actual standard drink.
Do you want a drink, or do you only drink blood?
Also, it's like these characters. The drinks are almost as big as them.
Actually, we're quite fortunate. Six.
I'd laugh if
us.
Yeah, I'd laugh if the moment you threw that, it like bursts.
Why didn't she just eat? Oh god, the TV.
TV time.
Do you want to come with me?
Nah, eating food, people...
Wait, I was gonna say, doesn't she have, like, Satan powers?
Eating food is her thing, though. Maybe, well, she hasn't eaten anything in a while.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm surprised she hasn't eaten us.
Oh, these people also seem to be...
Is this a hospital or a retirement home?
I don't know.
There's someone's leg over there.
Either way, not a place you want to be. And whatever the heck is up with that
I was gonna say, who's that?
E.T. didn't go home.
I am Potato.
I've been watching a bunch of people react to Hajime no Ippo recently.
That would explain why you've been talking about Hajime no Ippo.
They do like these lengthy 20-minute extra discussions at the end of the video sort of thing, so it's very long. It's hilarious how, like, they'll have, like, sometimes the predictions are, like, on point, and other times completely off base. They really do think someone's going to die in these battles. At one point, Ippo's going to have to kill a person in the ring.
It's
like,
not how boxing matches work.
I mean, I know they were kind of like, Sendo's probably done for life, his ribs have been completely broken. Like, nah, he just takes a very long time off. Which, ironically, as people point out in the manga, Sendo actually having lengthy periods of time off because of how badly his body gets injured is actually why he hasn't suffered the, fatal head trauma that Ippo went through. Because he hasn't built up the damage long enough.
Yeah.
Because he's had such, he's had excuses to have time off sort of thing.
Why does Six always turn up next to me after those sequences?
Whereas Ippo just, Ippo, because he's so sturdy, never thought it was a problem, but he kept having matches too often without a long, year-long rest.
None of them have heads.
Yeah, that's usually a, problem. I don't think they're alive.
Also, was Six, like, backing away from me or just trying to get back up? Because, like...
You're addicted to TV. You eat people!
Yeah, you have no reason to back away.
Oh, no, it's Tomato Adventure sort of thing. You got the town is divided between people. Those who eat tomatoes and those who watch TV. None of those correlate. They are the complete opposites.
Bolo.
That's cool. Aw, it's adorable. But I expected Sixes to be like a demonic figure sort of thing. Given cheaters like demon powers and everything.
Can we?
But yeah, like, the funniest part is that, skeletons holding hands. How adorable.
Spooky, scary. I just wanted to see if you could hold hands whilst in it.
Yeah.
Wait, why does that teddy bear have a skeleton?
The best part about it, though, with these reactors I've been watching, is they know nothing about boxing.
That teddy bear's leg is twitching.
Yeah, interesting. They know nothing about boxing. To such a scary level of knowing nothing about boxing.
Oh,
like, they comment, like, they seen Takamura as, like, an All Might-like figure. Which is hilarious, given it's Takamura. But then later it's, as they sort of commenting sort of thing, they go, Ippo will have to one day rise up from the Franks and fight Takamura. It's like, Ippo will die. He's a featherweight. He's not going to fight. Oh, neat. He's not going to fight a heavyweight. And, like, they didn't know anything about weight classes or knockdowns or anything like that. Right. And then somehow they knew who Jack Dempsey was, though.
Okay.
Who's
Jack Dempsey?
An old, sort of like old school 90s, 30s to 1950s boxer.
Yeah.
He's where the Dempsey role came from.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to throw that.
He was someone in the heavier weight divisions, but he was smaller in size, so he used the Dempsey role to make up for the lack of size compared to the others. Because the constant shifting and rotation gave him extra force in the punch. But another funny thing that came up in them watching it sort of thing, like, there's like lots of good moments, sort of like, I bet we won't see the Dempsey roll until like the end of the match of Ippo versus Sendo. Ippo starts off his match, immediately Dempsey rolls. Because that's what he did, because like we can't think of any time Sendo would back off, so the only time where there'll be a distance between me and Sendo is when the bell immediately rings. So I'm just going to hit him with my helmet straight away. And that was true. That was the only opportunity Ippo would have.
Yeah.
And then, and of course, as I commented to you last night, they're constantly saying about how Takamura won't fight a bear. Yeah, there's no way he could win against a bear. Takamura proceeds to fight a bear.
The way God intended.
It makes sounds as if it were alive.
Yeah. I'll get there eventually. sure.
Huh.
What? But there was stuff inside those ducks.
Maybe it's already worked.
Was there something else we were meant to incinerate?
I have no idea. It seems a bit annoying if you do, because you can only carry 2 things between you. One of the sort of people reacting to it though, and it was funny you sort of commented because he commented when they were doing like the weight shift thing, he understood what they were talking about. And then they mentioned about, Takamura saying, the reason why Ippo couldn't, keep up with Kimura when Kimura was doing his, sidesteps or thing, or he couldn't keep up with even Aoki on the beach. And Takamura shows off a foot, whereas big toe has two large growths on the side, sort of thing. And the person commenting goes, that's like my feet. And he explains that it's all about the weight shifting, because you use your big toe to shift weight easier.
Yeah.
And you put it. He goes, that makes so much sense. Of course, this guy knows about this sort of, knew about the fact of the importance of weight shifting and such, because apparently he's an ultimate frisbee player.
That bear just moved on its own.
Neat. Yeah, he's apparently an ultimate frisbee player, and he was so he knows a lot of the sort of little bits of things, but he doesn't know the science behind it, as it were. I know my foot's shaped like this sort of thing, and then they explain the science in the Hajime no Ippo of it's about the weight shifting, which causes your toes to swell up on both sides because of how much pressure you put in your big toe.
Interesting.
But it also leads to some very funny out of context lines of this ultimate frisbee player, because it's 2 people as well, so they have nice back and forth banter sort of thing. These 2 people sort of commenting, and one of them, the ultimate frisbee player, goes man, I love legs. It's because they showed an image of during Senate with just how muscular his calves had gotten from the leg training sort of thing, and he really likes the detail of animating the leg muscles thing. It's a lot harder to actually get your calves sort of muscled up sort of thing. But the way he says it at first really makes it sound off.
Yeah. It just makes it sound like he's a thigh person.
But yeah, a lot.
Six. A lot of this would be a lot easier if you just used those psychic powers you had. Why didn't you just blow that woman up earlier?
How was 6 locked up by a bunch of which was only one of them because the others all died, Resident Evil style
guns? Turns out guns are just very effective.
Yeah, that's what 6 happened. I'll use my door and she gets shot on the shoulder. Oh God!
Oh God! Was that a gun?
Maybe her powers are based off her coat. She can't use her powers without her iconic look.
You know how I saw?
It's those sort of characters in the sort of animes and such who act really shy when they don't have their sort of coat or such on.
Yeah. Get in there. Not me. I'm sorry, 6. I got in your way. Wow.
We're not even sure if this is what we're supposed to do. We're just kind of burning stuff at the moment.
No, I think it is. Because I think we're supposed to raise the ash level in there. You couldn't have picked up the other...
But it's a bit strange because there was stuff in the other one, so...
Yeah, but I'm not going to question it.
Maybe it's supposed to be like a squeaker?
Could have been.
So maybe it wasn't supposed to be anything you have to worry about sort of thing, but... Burn, baby, burn.
At least they didn't.
Disco Inferno.
Oh, no.
No, the key. I guess in one of them. How do you do that? I have pockets, you damn jerk.
Let us ascend, my friend. That I've known for probably about an hour in real time.
Yeah, but she violently beat up a puppet child with her bare hands, so...
We have to use a weapon. She just snapped its neck.
You could tell, she was enjoying that.
Oh, yeah, she was waiting to be able to kill something.
But yeah, it's nice going back through Hajime no Ippo. It's
Her AI can even figure out stairs.
because
We need
really enjoy the series, so.
I think was that
And reactions,
save?
and because it's an older cartoon, seeing people's reactions to it is quite harder to come by, sort of thing. But I've been enjoying seeing a lot of people with modern anime as their reference, seeing a lot of these older anime, sort of thing. Again,
That's
just
always
the,
interesting in general.
yeah, like again, just the hilarity of with Jack the Bus seeing Dragon Ball through Kakarot, and him, of course, never having played a Dragon Ball Z game. Or seen any Dragon Ball Z anime sort of thing.
Yeah. 6. I'm coming back up.
Because stuff I can, I know off by heart almost sort of thing.
Yeah, it's always interesting. I mean,
Or when I or seeing or just seeing people go backwards with this sort of thing. Like so many of the tropes of the modern anime, and they're referencing these older animes by the modern day anime, which are no, this was inspired by this.
Wow, Naruto's a lot like Black Clover.
I was talking about legs.
Yeah. And,
the operation was, aside from the lack of a head, a success?
looks like they've been collecting limbs.
Hmm.
We should probably end the episode, though.
He never skipped leg or arm day.
Well, body.
Did
day.
miss head day, though, which is more important than you should,
Should have gone to that library, bruh.
Oh, did you ever see that comic about the a person goes to lift away intelligence up by 1, huh? And you got like the nerd. It's like, yeah, I think the game the world's busted. And you got the nerd like reading this book. He's like, super muscular. Is like reads another page. Straight for Christmas free.
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah,
but yeah. Like, comment, subscribe to... I don't even know where we are, so I don't know what kind of commentary... I think we're in a hospital. I don't think they have x-ray machines in our retirement homes, so...
cheerio.
Bye.